Lauren Fadeley, a longtime principal with Pennsylvania Ballet, will begin the next chapter of her career this fall as a soloist at Miami City Ballet. Dance Magazine spent a day with her in New York City on her final tour under director Angel Corella.
I woke up this morning, had a large cup of coffee, went down to the ABT studios for class this morning. That was the first time I'd been there. It was pretty cool to be at ABT. We had a warm-up class with our artistic director, Angel Corella. My name is Lauren Fadeley, and I am a principal dancer with the Pennsylvania Ballet. Pennsylvania Ballet is performing at the Joyce Theater in New York City, and I'm staying with my brother-in-law who lives in Harlem. He's a principal dancer in the New York City Ballet, so kind of runs in the family. Class was a little more difficult today as I am dealing with a new injury. Yesterday we were rehearsing, and in our first rehearsal, one of the very first things I did was a lift with my partner, and somehow I thought it was my shoulder dislocated, but I think now it was my collarbone that actually popped out of place. And fortunately it went right back in, but the sound of it was really scary. And I went immediately and got an x-ray, and everything is there, nothing's broken. But I think the trauma that occurred of a major bone going out of place has really strained my arm and my shoulder, and every time I lift my arm it feels like knives into my chest. But the doctors assured me that I couldn't do any more damage as long as it doesn't happen again. So the great thing about the ballets we're doing is they're choreographed on us, and our choreographers are here, so they're able to re-choreograph those things, so I don't have to do that step again in fear of that. Angel, as a teacher, is very energetic. He's very involved in what we're doing. Training at SAB, I'm more of a Balanchine style dancer, and him being from ABT, he's a little more classical. So it's interesting to learn, at 30 years old, to kind of learn a new style in a way, which is really great. Angel's class it's pretty quick. His bar really warms you up. You get moving right away. In the center, he's more geared towards actually dancing. He was always an incredible turner, so he's all about us being really good at turns too, which is not really my forte, but I try. So we do lots of turns and jumps, and so it's nice to, keep being challenged every day. I'm married to principal dancer Frances Fayette. My first day in the company, we were put together as partners, and we fell in love and been together ever since. So it's always just nice to have him here on tour. I can't imagine being without him. The first piece that we rehearsed today in our tech rehearsal is called Grace Action, and it was choreographed by Niccolo Fonte. There's a lot of lighting. Being at the Joyce, they had to rebuild all of the lights specifically for this ballet, and just adjusting to the spacing of the stage and all of that was a little crazy to just have one rehearsal, but keeps it interesting. Tonight, it's going to be a wild ride, and don't know what's going to happen. The music is by Philip Glass, which is one of my favorites. The part that I start off in is a little more intense. It's very aerobic and strong. But then in the third movement, when we all come together, it's a little more lyrical, and the music just kind of pulses through you. When I'm working with a choreographer, what I hope they come away with is that I'm a good person to work with, that I'm an easy person to work with. I want to present their vision what they see and put that out there for the audience. So I guess just that I could be a good representative of their choreography. The second piece on the program is called The Accidental, and it's by Trey McIntyre. And he choreographed it a few years ago for the company. And I wasn't originally in the piece. A few of the pieces we have several casts for, just to give some of us a break here and there. But I watched it every time because I really enjoyed it. It's just fun and lighthearted, and so I'm very excited to get to be a part of that piece. It's a lot of fun. The third piece is called Keep, and it's choreographed by Matthew Neenan. He's our resident choreographer at Pennsylvania Ballet. I've had the pleasure of working with him tons of times, not just in Pennsylvania Ballet, but also in the company he founded, Ballet X. I originated a role in Keep back in 2009 when it was first choreographed. I was still in the corps at the time, and it was a really big honor for him to choose me to get to have this, breakout kind of performance. Now as a principal, I'm getting to do one of the more principal roles in it, so it's really special for me. In both this piece and the Nicola Fonte, I'm dancing with my good friend Ian Hussey, so that makes it even more special. Both of the ballets were choreographed on him, so I have ultimate trust in him as a partner and lots of respect for him as a person. So we're done with tech rehearsal, and tonight's the show, and a little tired, a little nervous, but also excited. There's always something special about opening night. I think there's a lot of pressure put on it, but there's always somehow everything comes together in this magical moment, and when it's over, you have this really great sense of accomplishment. So I'm hoping that continues tonight. I slept at the heating pad last night. I'm gonna go see the physical therapist. Right now I'm kind of just running on adrenaline and taking it moment by moment. I mean, they said I can't hurt my arm more, so the show must go on. So I'm just pushing through, taking some leave and hoping it all works out. I think tonight I'm just gonna go out there and not think about it and just listen to the music and dance.
Does that look okay? Okay.
Yeah, I think we were just like, when we got it,
we both were like,
oh my god.
I know.
Thanks, see you later.
Thank you.
Beautiful.